What is going on, you guys? Bastion YGO here, and today I really want to go ahead and talk about this Spellbound card. There's been quite a bit of commotion over the YouTube interwebs regarding whether this card, is it better than Dimensional Barrier? Is it worse than Dimensional Barrier? Is it overhyped, underhyped? I don't know the answer to all these questions per se, because of course the card has not been released as of yet. However, I do want to go ahead and talk about it a little bit. So I think it's a really good discussion. Of course, there's other cards in this article as well. But let's talk about Spellbound. So, as quick play spell card, all face-up monster your opponent currently controls cannot be attributed, used for material for a fusion, synchro, exes, or link summon until the end of this turn. So let's look at where this would be better than Dimensional Barrier. So it covers tributing and it covers link summoning, which Dimensional Barrier does not cover. However, Dimensional Barrier is a quote-unquote searchable card through something like Trap Trick, Lilith, the Lady of Lament. There's a lot of cards that search normal trap cards, so it's very easily accessible going from there. Also, Dimensional Barrier covers a specific summoning mechanic. It covers Ritual, which this does not, which if with Drytron coming back into the mix is something that is worth noting. Ritual, Synchro, Xyz, and Fusion. So you can go ahead and pick any of those, and then your opponent cannot summon that specific type for the rest of the turn. So Spellbound, while still very, very powerful, because it only stops your opponent from using the cards they currently control, or monsters your opponent currently controls, I do not see it being better or more powerful in Dimensional Barrier for a few reasons. So first of all, it doesn't cover Rituals, which is something that with Drytrons, again, like I said, being back into the mix, Benton coming to 3, I think it's something that is necessary to at least have if you're looking to play either Spellbound or D-Barrier. It's not as easily searchable as Dimensional Barrier. And lastly, given the current format and what we're currently trying to do with I do not see how Spellbound will be superior, only because this does absolutely nothing to decks like Tearlament. Tearlament's the best deck of the format right now. I think this is going to be more of a format dependent card. Right now, I think it is probably the most expensive secret rare listed as pre-sales as of October 8th at 4:53 p.m. So I think it currently is probably the most expensive secret rare out of the set. However, I do not see this being the best value for the current format. Now, later formats we may have to wait and see what happens. I think this card is really good against Sprite currently, just because a lot of the Sprite combos that I'm currently seeing and that I know myself involve having a level 2 monster, blue, jet, and then summoning red on your 4th summon, giving you 4 monsters on the field that you need to link an Xyz summon. And Spellbound would completely just shut that off. But again, if you're going, this also comes into effect where this card is only really good if you're going first, and it's only really good as far as current decks against Sprites, and that's if they go that route and if they don't have another extender to continue going off with their plays. So overall, is Spellbound a good card? Yes, it is a good card. I mean, I understand the theory behind it. It's good situationally. It attacks more things than Dimensional Barrier by not allowing tribute summoning or link summoning, which is very important. But is it superior? I would say no. I would say if you have copies of D-Barrier, I would say hold on to them. Don't just jump ship on a card because there's a lot of hype behind it. I think that while the format goes on, this card will go down in price. Just my personal opinion. Again, I'm not a like House of Champs said, I'm not a financial advisor channel. If you got it, you got it. Go for it. But I do not see this card jumping up in price anytime soon. I think this is probably going to be, it's just initial hype at this point. People weren't expecting it, whatever it might be. But I honestly think that the price of this card will go down, and I would not pick this up for more than 10 to 15 bucks a copy, and then eventually down the line, if it's something that is worth checking out, then maybe I would consider it. I think when the Shangri-La, Kshatriya, whatever cards come out, this might be a little bit better, because the second they get two monsters on the field at level 7, you just shotgun this right off the bat and hope they don't have any additional extenders from there. It might be nice as far as that goes. You can play this and D-Barrier to prevent them from going to those shenanigans, even though their main deck monsters are still very, very strong. and I believe they say if you activate a spell, they get similar effects. So it's something you have to look out for. I just don't think this is the right format for this card for the reasons previously listed. So if you guys do believe this card is better than D-Bear, definitely let me know your reasoning why in the comment section down below. I'm curious as to understand what the overall hype behind this card is. Don't get me wrong, I understand it's not once per turn, so it has that going for it, so you can just activate another one if your opponent summons again. But then again, it's not really like a searchable spell card. There's no cards that are generic enough to constantly run Spellbound in your deck. So that's one of the many reasons why I do not think that Spellbound is superior to Deep Barrier. But again, that's my personal opinion, guys. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. I just want to do release my quick thoughts on this. I see a lot of people putting their 2 cents, so I thought, why not throw my hat in the ring. But anyway, leave a like if you guys did enjoy these type more breakdown videos of me, like giving my initial impressions of cards, things like that. So let me know down below, subscribe for more, like the video, and I'll see you guys in the next one.